Please welcome Bobby Jo Valentine.
Good evening. Thank you so much for coming. What a crowd, you guys. I've seen it for myself. When a dream wakes up and finds its lover come home, I have been there on that hallowed ground, heard those sacred sounds. So don't leave your dream alone. Don't leave your dream alone. Doubt the dark pretender, faith the fierce defender, I feel them fighting over me. So I build the ordinary round me like a sanctuary. I've heard that all good dreams have teeth, and it's okay if you're scared. Most of us think we're not enough, but just make sure that you're there when your dream wakes up. Summer savors for a later time, when their world unwinds and all their worries fade, but nothing's certain, and final curtain call is different for us all. So don't hide your dreams away, doubt the dark pretender, faith the fierce defender, I feel them fighting over me. So I build the ordinary round me like a sanctuary. I've heard that all good dreams have teeth, and it's okay to be scared. We're all afraid we're not enough, but just make sure that you're there when your dream wakes up. Pain the cold commander, love the only answer. I feel them fighting over me. So I build the ordinary round me like a sanctuary. I've heard that all good dreams have teeth, and it's okay if I'm scared. Most days I think I'm not enough, but I'll make sure that I'm there when my dream wakes up. When my dream wakes up, when my dream wakes up. Thank you so much. Thank you. So it's great to be here. I think this is my 5th time here at Rancho Mirage Public Library, which it makes this the venue that's invited me back the most. And I'm so grateful, to this place. It really was my starting point in this music world, and it was the first place that actually supported me as an artist, had me come play, and brought a crowd themselves to listen to good music. And it was the first thing that put a spark in my heart that said, hey, maybe there's still people that believe in supporting good art out there, because the music industry is kind of weird. And so I've kept doing it, and now I have 5 studio albums out, and I tour the country. I play about 150 shows a year, and things are great. And it's because of you guys, really. It's because of this library that kind of still believes in art and supporting artists. So thank you for being a part of that. This next song is called Fox Eyes, and you can't always control what happens to you, but you can control how you look at it. Rooster crows at dawn. Hibernate instead. Deer eyes on the headlights up ahead. Mingle with the herd. Circle round the sun. Hope that all the groundhog days are done. What to do when all the reasons have worn thin? After all, we're only human animals with fur and souls and skin. Well, keep your fox eyes focused on the beauty underneath, and keep your whale heart open. That is all you really need to love life. To love life. Teeth and sweat and blood and tears. Tell me what it's worth. Temporary pauperance on this earth. What's the reason not to stay inside the shell? After all, we're only human animals with limbs and souls and cells. Well, keep your fox eyes focused on the beauty underneath, and keep your whale heart open. That is all you really need to love life. To love life. To love life. When they don't love you anymore. When your own story is the only left worth fighting for. When no one's opening the doors. When the wolf comes out at night and there's no one left inside. Are we gonna be alright? Well, keep your fox eyes focused. There is beauty underneath, and keep your whale heart open. That is all you really need to love life. To love life. To love life. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. So that song is off of my record, Fox Eyes, and I have a new record that just came out called Maybe Stars that I'm really excited about. And this next song I'm going to play for you guys is the title track off of that record. And I wrote it because I think that sometimes what you need in life is not a new set of kind of dogmas or beliefs. And I grew up in a really conservative Christian culture, so I grew up independent fundamental Baptist. And varied reactions, that's fine. All reactions are valid. But I personally, it wasn't for me, and I left that culture, and it was a really difficult thing because when you lose your foundational belief system, then you don't know if it's not that you don't know if you'll get it back. When you lose it, you don't know if you'll get anything back. And I don't know about you, but when I lose faith in anything, sometimes the thing that I need to get back is the belief that life can be good again in general. Before I can start putting that belief in any other place. And this song is called Maybe Stars, and it was for that beginner, that 23-year-old just starting out in the world, not knowing what to believe in, and deciding whether or not hope was worth it. And this song is for that person. And I think we've all been that person at one time or another. I know you're too old to believe in fairy tales. You've made mistakes, you've had tough breaks, and most your plans have failed. I know that faith is just as strong as what it's in. And you tried God, and that was not what you expected. And so you gave it up and left it all behind. But maybe stars will change your mind. Maybe stars will change your mind. I know control is something that's hard to give up. People are fools and can be cruel, and most are hard to trust. I know that you have had your full of phony stuff, and you have spent up every cent and still feel out of love. So you decided truth was hard to find. But maybe stars will change your mind. Maybe stars will change your mind. So come take a walk with me across the galaxy. Maybe there's more than meets the eye. 10 million miles away into the mystery. Well, maybe there's hope for you and I. Maybe there's wonder there that everyone can share. And if you think the universe is blind, maybe stars will change your mind. Maybe stars will change your mind. I know you're too old to believe in fairy tales, but maybe stars. I know you're too old to believe in fairy tales, but maybe stars will change your mind. Okay, mini guitar time. All right, so since this is Valentine's month, I want to play for you guys the first love song I ever wrote, and this one is called Drowning. And it's a simple little ukulele song. I've got my life jacket on. It's gonna be a cold one tonight, 'cause although the rain has come and filled up your eyes, I got my window rolled up, 'cause I don't want to hear it right now. But that will not keep your tears from flooding me out. And I say, what's wrong? You say, I got to go. I say, why? You say, I just don't know, but the wind has changed. And I come and squeeze your hand tight. Baby, we can't be drowning tonight. The stars are too bright. Your eyes are too beautiful in the broken moonlight. So we can't be drowning tonight. We're gonna make this right. And our love is too wonderful to just let it die. So we can't be drowning tonight. That's my biggest ukulele solo you'll see tonight. So come take a walk with me back to the day we first set sail. We were not seaworthy and our arms were so pale. But now we got sea legs and our boat stays afloat through the waves and the wind. And all of our love has brought the sun down to kiss our now bronze-colored skin. And I say, what's wrong? You say, I got to go. I say, why? You say, I just don't know. But the wind has changed, and I come and squeeze your hand tight. Baby, we can't be drowning tonight. The stars are too bright. Your eyes are too beautiful. In the broken moonlight, no, we can't be drowning tonight. We're gonna make this right. And our love is too wonderful to just let it die. No, we can't be drowning tonight. Thank you. All right, so this is the most recent love song I wrote right after a breakup. So you will enjoy this one if you're on the opposite end of the spectrum right now. No, it's not a bitter one or anything, but this is a song I wrote when I realized that, true love really does cost something. And I think when you're in the level 1 of understanding love, it's really helpful to have kind of the thing that's true, but not kind of all the way, when people are like, love is free and just give it away and it'll be fine and everything will be fine if you just, and it's true, but at the same time, when you get deep into love, sometimes that can cost you a lot. The true love can really cost you a lot. And then the question is it worth it? And I think it is. But this song is about kind of that idea that love has a price. And so this one's called Love is a Fire. I've seen those fading eyes before, the dim light of a closing door. I know you need another chord to ground you. So I let down my deep defense, and despite all the evidence, I wrap my wounded, weathered fence around you. I wrap my wounded, weathered fence around you. I'm here. Close your eyes. This is not the time for leaving or goodbye. I'm here for now. But when you ask if love can hurt a little less somehow, wait a minute. Who told you love wouldn't cost you a thing? Love is a fire, nothing burns for free. Love is a fire, and nothing burns for free. Wait a minute. Who told you love was not a risk that we take? Love is a fire, not a fire escape. Love is a fire, not a fire escape. So burn me up. Burn me up. Burn me up. Burn me up. It's easy not to light the fuse. You don't know if the heart you choose will hurt or heal or comfort or confound you. But we've been to that darker side, so I'll carry both your weight and mine and wrap my wounded, weathered life around you. I'll wrap my wounded, weathered life around you. I'm here. Dry your face. This is not the time to count up our mistakes. I'm here for now. But when you ask if you could feel a little less somehow, oh no, wait a minute. Who told you love wouldn't cost you a thing. Love is a fire and nothing burns for free. Love is a fire and nothing burns for free. Oh, wait a minute. Who told you love's not a risk that you take? Love is a fire, not a fire escape. Love is a fire, not a fire escape. So burn me up. Burn me up. I've seen those fading eyes before, the dim light of a closing door. I know you need another core to ground you. So I let down my deep defense, and despite all the evidence, I wrap my wounded, weathered fence around you. I wrap my wounded, weathered fence around you. Thank you very much. Thank you. So that one is a brand new one, and it's not on any of the CDs that I have tonight. But what I would say is if you buy CDs tonight, that means I can make the CD it's gonna be on. That's how that works. Of all the people you could have won, despite the craziest things that I've done, billions of hearts beating under the sun, you chose mine. So through every problem, take me along. Set with my suns and break with my dawns. We could go on the run, or you could just sit on this lawn by my side. Oh, so let me be crystal, let me be clear. I want you with me for all of my years. So put on your nice clothes, and we're gonna walk down the aisle. Yeah, we're gonna walk down the aisle. So I wrote this song for two reasons. First reason was I'd been playing a lot of weddings, and so a wedding song was just gonna come out sooner or later. And the other reason was that I'd been partnered with somebody for over 7 years, and we weren't married yet. And I was ready. And I had made my intentions clear. And so there's no ring on this finger, and the real lesson of the song is that passive-aggressive hints at getting married do not work. So. Who could have thought there'd be stars in my night? Who could have thought love wasn't heavy but light? Who would have thought worlds turned from wrong into right with a smile? Oh, so long to sorrow and farewell to fear. With you, my darling, my doubts disappear. So put on your nice clothes, and we're gonna walk down the aisle. Love doesn't need you, it won't override you. Love doesn't lead you, it lies down beside you. And once I was ready, then love couldn't hide you for long. Now my heart, it's a song, it's for you, baby. So every December, I want you here, holding my hand till the cold disappears. So put on your nice clothes, and we're gonna walk down the aisle. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. All right, everyone having fun? That's cool? Good. All right. This is such a treat for me. You are my stop on my second stop on an 18 concert tour. And I knew when I was coming out here that I really wanted to play the Rancho Mirage, and I'm so grateful that we could make time in the schedule to have me. But traveling a lot is, it's a busy life, and you go all over the place, and there's also this temptation that seeps in when you travel so much, and that's this. Whenever you're going through any like sort of relationship stuff or something you want to avoid, what you can do is just book a lot more shows. And I fell into that trap a little while ago, and I realized that I needed to face some important things in my life, and I had to actually feel what I needed to feel before I could move on, else I'd risk making a mistake. And so this song is a little reminder to take the time in your life to really feel what you're going through. Tony the Tiger doesn't live here anymore. He turned tail, left town, trying to settle some score. He got a one-way ticket and a traveling case. He doesn't do anything halfway. Some say the circus wasn't paying enough. Some say the money was so good he started feeling out of touch. Some say his love started to feel like a crutch. So Tony had to find his own way. From plane to train, from town to town, he picked up almost as soon as he touched down. A voice playing in the back of his mind, he tried to ignore, kept popping up from time to time. Slow down, feel it. Unless you let it hurt, you're never gonna heal it. Slow down, slow down, slow down, feel it. So I wake up and take my things off the floor. Hope I can figure out what all this leaving is for. I hope the bridges I burn I can return to someday, but I don't do anything halfway. From plane to train, from town to town, I pick up almost as soon as I touch down. A voice playing in the back of my mind I've tried to ignore, keeps popping up from time to time. Slow down, feel it. Unless you let it hurt, you're never gonna heal it. Slow down, slow down, slow down, feel it. So I stop by and lay some roses on the door. No flowers ever will settle this score. I got a one-way ticket and a traveling case. I gotta find my own way. Drive past the city till everything glistens. Pull over, stop, and finally start to listen. My ground of being, my significant other, rises up inside me, both father and mother, and says, slow down, feel it. Unless you let it hurt, you're never gonna heal it. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, feel it. Unless you let it hurt, you're never gonna heal it. Slow down, slow down, slow down, feel it. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, let's see. This song is called Chase Away My Dark. Four walls I built of tin blocked out the city stars and freedom. And I can't let my feelings in, 'cause I would not know where to lead them. Plus that would mean I need them, and that would be too hard. I need some love to chase away my dark. La da 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 da. I need some love to chase away my dark. La da 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 da. I broke my heart before, so I know it hurts, no need to show me. And it's been years since I left the shore. I hear the sirens getting lonely, but I don't want them to know me. I've got too many scars. Oh, how I need some love to chase away my dark. La da 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 da. I need some love to chase away my dark. La da 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 da. La da da da. So far this sinking ship, so far it's past the point of leaving, and I am too scared to take the trip to out where the loved and lost are meeting. But the heart is prone to beating, and souls aren't meant to starve. So I need some love to chase away my dark. La da 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 da. I need some love to chase away my dark. La da 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 da. I need some love to chase away my dark. All right, tiny guitar time, number 2. There we go. So I said something about a tiny guitar. Oh, are we having, excuse me, technical difficulties. Let's see if we can get it to not be in danger of doing that. Okay, I'm just going to stand very still for this whole song. So I said something about a tiny guitar on stage. This is a ukulele, and at a show, and I was picking up afterward, and a little girl came up to me while I was packing up my show to leave, and she had her hands on her hips, and she said, "I'll have you know." She was about 6 years old, and she said, "I'll have you know, that is not a tiny guitar. That is a ukulele." And I said, "You are right, and I am wrong." And she was very excited about that. So I growing up in the culture that I did, peace and hope and joy was very much kind of a destinational thing. It was something that was going to happen. Most of it was going to happen after we died, and we were just supposed to kind of like stand around and do what they wanted us to until then. And it took me a long time to start to realize, for me anyway, that it was really important for me to believe in peace, not as a place, but as a state of being. And so this song is kind of about my lifelong journey to peace, and it's called There Is a Shore. There is a shore. I'm sorry. These days I love more than statues the dancers. These days I love more the questions than answers, like how does a moon look so good over a shore? And why when I see it, I don't feel alone anymore. I've wandered far over the hillside, under the stars, between the headlights, up on the cliffs and down through the freeways below. And I'm looking for final atonement, joy for the mind, peace for each moment, not just the ones between start and end of a show. I've been brought to my knees, fighting for peace. Oh, what a war. Though there's none I can see, still I believe there is a shore. One day you wake up and ask where the care went. One day you find out no permanent parent. One day you find even the best things can end. Oh, but still I believe, though the signal is weaker and years have placed static between sound and speaker, still I can hear the song of a forever friend, and I know I'll find it again. I've been brought to my knees, fighting for peace. Oh, what a war. Though there's none I can see, still I believe there is a shore. And last night I dreamt of a forgotten town, all my lost memories dancing around. And God, she showed up in a gossamer gown. She lifted my head up as I looked down. She lifted my head up and she said, you've been brought to your knees, fighting for peace. Oh, what a war inside you. Though it's hard to believe, deep underneath, there is a shore inside you. I've placed a shore inside you. So these days I love more than statues, the dancers. These days I love more the questions than answers, like how does the moon look so good over shore? Thanks very much. All right. All right, I'm not checking my email. I'm just making sure we got good time. We're doing good. Okay, great. So, I wrote that song, There Is a Shore, and then when it came out, it was about a dream that I had, and that part about God showing up in a gossamer gown, that was part of my dream. And I wrote it, and I felt too weird because I sometimes play some faith communities, and there's some people that still aren't, really hip to the feminine divine yet. And so I was like, okay, so I changed it. I changed it to fate. And immediately when I changed it to fate, I got like the most sore throat I've ever had in my life. And so I changed it back to God. And when people come to me about it and they're just like, that part just makes me uncomfortable, I tell them two things. I tell them the story about the sore throat, and then the other thing I tell them is it was a dream, and I didn't choose the dream chose me. So this song is called Wild Wild Heart. You guys are a great crowd. Thank you so much for being here. This is really fun. There's nothing better on a weekday, I think, than being able to come out and just hear some poetry and songs and stuff. And That's what I do when I'm off. So I'm glad you guys are here doing that tonight. This song is called Wild Wild Heart, and I recently lost my home in the Northern California fires. And I'm part of many, and I'm not alone in this difficult time, but I did, and thankfully I had a lot of wonderful people who kind of rose up and helped me and supported me through this, and I got to keep touring, and people still bought CDs, and so I've been able to kind of keep moving forward, but this song, I wrote this song before the fires hit, and it became much more resonant to me when the fires happened, because there were a couple of things in my life that I'd been stalling on. And the first line of this song is, so if you think that staying here will keep you safe, it won't. And the truth is that life is a wild thing. And so if you have a thing you love to do, then this is the time to do it. And we're all both safe and unsafe, strangely at the same time in any moment. And so the opportunity to be brave is always there for us, and to make sometimes the wilder choice, which is the better choice, even though we're taught that the safest choice is always the best. So this song is called Wild Wild Heart, and it's about that journey. So if you think that staying here will keep you safe, it won't. So stumble from the creek of what you think you know to the sea of what you don't. Sometimes the nest becomes a cage, and what you need is right outside the dome. You've got a wild, wild heart. Time to let it go, go, go. You've got a wild, wild heart. Time to let it go, go, go. It's never wise to run away, or so they say. Since we were little kids, always the race to be safe. It's fine to try and run the plates, so long as the final stop is home base. But sometimes the nest becomes a cage, and you've got a wild, wild heart. Time to let it go, go, go. You've got a wild, wild heart. Time to let it go, go, go. Well, sometimes the nest becomes a cage. So if you think that staying here will keep you safe, it won't. So stumble from the creek of what you think you know to the sea of what you don't. You've got a wild, wild heart. Time to let it go, go, go. You've got a wild, wild heart. Time to let it go, go, go. Doesn't need a home. Time to let it go. You've got a wild, wild heart. Time to let it go, go, go. You've got a wild, wild heart. Doesn't need a home. Time to let it go. So everything that's staying here will keep you safe. It won't. So stumble from the creek of what you think you know to the sea of what you don't. Since we were little kids, always the race. But you've got a wild, wild heart. Doesn't need a home. Time to let it go. You've got a wild, wild heart. Time to let it go, go, go. Thank you very much. Thanks. The song's called By My Side. Why don't you come and sit beside me? When the sun goes dark, we can talk until the morning comes. And when the light comes knocking, we can go out walking towards another setting sun. And time is of the essence. Yet time without your presence, it clicks along like a broken song. So if you're going somewhere, can I go too? Ask me anything and I'll answer true. 'Cause time just feels spent when I walk with you, and I don't know why. And if I have to leave, can you come along? I'll take you to a place where we both belong. And I can be so weak, but I feel so strong when you're by my side. When you're by my side. Some people say love's like a canvas, colors in our hands, just waiting for us both to start. Some people say that love is simple. I don't think it's simple. I think it's a work of art. And time is of the essence. Yet time without your presence, it clicks along like a broken gun. So if you're going somewhere, can I go too? Ask me anything and I'll answer true. 'Cause time just feels spent when I walk with you, and I don't know why. And if I have to leave, can you come along? I'll take you to a place where we both belong. And I can be so weak, but I feel so strong when you're by my side. Yeah. When you're by my side. When you're by my side. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I feel like every time I have to go out to the desert, you really need a week to adjust, for your voice to adjust, and I never have a week, so it always ends up being a little dry and scratchy, sounding a little bit like Tom Waits, the gravelly. So if you like it like this, then I always sound like this, and it sounds like that on the CDs too. But if it's a little scratchy, it's a little smoother on the CDs. But let's see. Okay. I'm going to sing, this song is called I Am a Haunted House, and I'm on a tour called Big Big Love, and I'm kind of singing and telling stories about important things I've learned about love in my season 32 years of life. And I kid, I'm joking about that. But I do think one thing that's important is for someone to see you for who you are, flaws and all, and be able to handle that. And so this song is called I Am a Haunted House, and it's kind of about that. So. I am a haunted house, and it's 3:15, and there are flashes of blue light as my love for life fights with the pain in me. I am a haunted house, and there are eyes behind my doors. You're gonna have to walk about if you wanna figure out what the fear is really for. See the markings on the cedars, read the writing on the wall. There's someone in the window, there's no one there at all. I am a haunted house, posts. And if you want to come near, you're gonna have to clear it with the ghosts. You're gonna have to clear it with the ghosts. I am a haunted house, and there are shadows in my scenes. I feel the sharp teeth of dark memories trying to feast upon my dreams. And there's a picture on the shelf. It's of a boy who's nearly 10, and behind him's just a warm red glow where somebody should have been. Oh, see the markings on the cedars, read the writing on the wall. There's someone in the window, there's no one there at all. I am a haunted house, and there's spirits in these posts. And if you want to come near, you're gonna have to clear it with the ghosts. You're gonna have to clear it with the ghosts. Thank you very much. Thank you. So this next song is a little song called Fly, and it's about a little boy, and it's about hope. And when I was growing up, I had wonderful parents, but my mom had a little bit of anger issues, and she had subscribed to a formula that wasn't working, which was live exactly like Leave It to Beaver, and your life would be exactly like Leave It to Beaver. And unfortunately, life is complicated, and it didn't end up that way. And so sometimes there was anger in the house, and sometimes I was the recipient of that. And so this song is called Fly, and I couldn't make it exactly about me, so I put it in the story of another little boy, and it's about kind of the hope that got me through. And so here we go. For security's sake. This is my room, and it's robin's egg blue, and it's got a few cracks in the ceiling. This is my street where the Minutemen meet, and Dad says that I'll never be leaving. I'm 10 years old, but I know how to smoke, and the drink's up to cure the bad feelings. This is my home, and the sticks and the stones are made up of the darkest of things. But in my dreams I can fly, and I soar, and my feet touch the sky, and it seems I can go anywhere if I try. And the world's not so dark when the clouds make it white. If there's no hope, tell me why. In my dreams I can fly. Here come the tears, and I cover my ears, and I swear I can hear my own heart beat. When they stop fighting to turn out the lights, I pretend that I'm already sleeping. After the violence, alone in the silence, just me and the secret I'm keeping. My dad tells me I'm not worth anything, and I've almost admitted defeat. But in my dreams I can fly, and I soar, and my feet touch the sky, and it seems I can go anywhere if I try. And the world's not so dark when the clouds make it white. If there's no hope, tell me why. In my dreams I can fly. If there's no hope, Tell me why in my dreams I can fly if there's no hope. Tell me why in my dreams I can fly. Thank you so much. Thanks. All right, so we're at the final song already. So thank you so much for coming out tonight. And this was wonderful. If you had a good time, be sure to let your friends know. And I'd be honored to come back here again and let Susan know you like the show. And maybe I'll get to come back and play some more music when another CD rolls around. I would love that. But I have, if you like the music and you want to support my art and what I'm doing, the best way to do that is to pick up a CD or two, or 5. And I have 5 CDs out, and if you want to know what songs are on what CD, of the songs I played tonight, I spread all the songs across all 5 CDs tonight. And so that happened, and I apologize, sort of. But there's that, and then there's a DVD there, and it's actually a documentary. A wonderful filmmaker in my hometown heard about my story and asked if he could do a documentary on me. And I said, wait 30 years, please, is what I said. But he was very persistent, and so we ended up getting this documentary. He actually helped me meet my birth mom, and I'm 2 days adopted, and Bobby Jo Valentine is actually my birth name. And so I was touring under that name for 4 years, and then I got to meet the actual person that wanted to name me Bobby Jo Valentine. And so that documentary has that and some other wonderful things. And if you want to learn about that, that's over there. And then there's some T-shirts, and they're really soft. So, but I'll finish with this song. And this song is called "Trading In," and this song is very meaningful to me right now in my life, especially with starting over pretty much from scratch after this fire. And one of the wonderful things I discovered after the fire hit, and it had been 3 weeks, and we'd been receiving all sorts of generosity from so many people, is that there were a lot of things burned in the fire that I didn't need. And the other piece of it was me being okay and having friends that cared about me was enough. And so this song ended up meaning more to me, and it's just a song about a simpler way of looking at life and how that can sometimes be a key to happiness and love that you didn't know was there. And so this song is called "Trading In," and I'll finish with this. Thank you again. I'm trading deadlines for a softer ceiling. I'm trading lonely for a truer feeling. I'm trading easy for a harder healing, but one that leaves me whole. I'm trading running for a hand beside me. Trading my shadows for a light that won't hide me. I'm trading money for the love it can't buy me, and a little less control. And we pick up so much when we're living that we should never hold. We carry so much that we shouldn't own. But all that I need is what I've been given, right inside this skin. Everything else doesn't treat me well, I'm trading in. I'm trading in. I'm trading safety the world has sold me for something wilder and real and holy, for what the ghost of my father told me, that you're already home. Anywhere you go. And we pick up so much when we're living that we should never own. We carry so much that we shouldn't hold. But all that I need I've already been given, right inside this skin. Everything else that doesn't treat me well, I'm trading in. I'm trading in. I'm trading deadlines for a softer ceiling, trading my lonely for a truer feeling. I'm trading easy for a harder healing, but one that leaves me whole. Thank you so much. I'm Bobby Jo Valentine. Thank you so much for listening.